Welcome back to Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast. I'm Tadeusz Cisłak.
And I'm Benjamin Windibank.
And it's Junior Eurovision season again.
Beginning with a whole bunch of very exciting announcements.
I hope this contest can live up to its promise and continue to stand for peace and dignity for every person in the world.
This is Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast.
So, if you're not in the loop, despite France winning the Junior Eurovision Song Contest last November, it is being hosted by second place Spain in Madrid this November due to France winning twice in a row and declining to host again. However, RTVE in Spain have really embraced the competition and we look to be headed for an incredibly exciting event later this year. They've just announced the 17 participating countries' theme art and slogan for the contest.
Let's Bloom sounds just as well as any other slogan other than Heroes, which really didn't age all that well. How is a single word a slogan? Let's Bloom goes back to what worked before, at the same time keeping the more artistic elements brought by the last year's slogan, that being introducing a theme through a slogan. And the theme is flowers. Awesome! Who doesn't like some beautiful flowers?
Not only would I say this is an excellent piece of design that makes an incredibly strong package for Junior Eurovision, but I reckon this would also be a far stronger overall design package for the main contest than the one SVT gave us in Malmö, which frankly looked like a few PowerPoint gradients smacked together. This design is not only aesthetically pleasing, but already gives a really strong visual and brand identity, which I can see being integrated really well throughout the show.
More importantly, we have the list of participating countries. And this year, 17 countries are going to participate on Madrid stage. These include the host, Spain, last year's winner, France, Albania, Armenia, Estonia, Georgia, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Malta, Netherlands, North Macedonia, Poland, Portugal, Ukraine, and, here comes a surprise, Cyprus and San Marino, confirming the speculations that were happening over last month. It has been already announced that Cypriot participant in this year's Junior Eurovision will be Maria Pisarides, aspiring 11-year-old artist. And the sponsor, as well as main organizer of the East Cypriot endeavor, will be Chantal Entertainment Ltd, the company led by Maria's mother. This means we're going to have a very similar case of participation to Intelligent Music project in 2022 at the adult contest. Specifically, someone rich wanted to perform at Eurovision stage, or in this case, let their kid do that, and pays for the whole participation as well as organizes the whole thing. Unlike Ronnie Romero, however, Chantal doesn't rely on their own creative forces alone, and hired some musical experts to prepare the song and the whole show around it. Lyra Ellison, collaborator of Sam Smith, One Direction and Katy Perry, will be in charge of the performance. Armin Gilani will produce the song, which was written by Sofia Patsalides, Cypriot jazz representative from 2014. While I'm skeptical of celebrity vanity projects at Eurovision, this is a chance for Cyprus to stay in Junior Eurovision for longer, as long as this performance attracts some public interest and brings motivation to the broadcaster. And why do I think San Marino may do something like that as well? Because they already did the last time we saw them in 2015, putting the Russian girl on stage in their name. Like, this is San Marino, a country whose national final is basically an elaborate scam. What are we expecting? As you can see, my reactions are cautiously pessimistic, I would say. Theoretically, the more countries, the merrier, but the two returnees seem to have different values in mind than the joy of music.
I think San Marino could surprise us. While their participation in 2015 was questionable, I think they have an opportunity to really shine on the Junior Eurovision stage. San Marino have always struggled more in the adult contest due to the sheer amount of countries there and how hard it is for such a small country to showcase themselves. However, against just 16 other countries, they have a far higher chance of being noticed and getting points. I would certainly say if there's going to be a San Marinese win anytime soon, it'll be at Junior Eurovision. And the possibility of such a prospect, to me at least, is exciting.
Meanwhile, we've lost the United Kingdom, whose presence and effort put into last two performances of theirs at the stage added to the contest's prestige.
Yes, it's a real shame that the BBC have decided to withdraw. It seems there were a number of factors, mainly being put down to what seemed to be disappointing viewing figures. However, I'm not sure I'd agree with that. For a Sunday afternoon, getting around 1 million viewers for a kids' show made Junior Eurovision the biggest children's programme of the year. Yes, it's nowhere near the 6 million or so Poland get for the contest, or even the 10 million the BBC get themselves for the adult contest, but if we're looking in the context of children's television, Junior Eurovision performed very well on the BBC. I think the actual reason for withdrawal is likely more to do with budget cuts at the BBC stemming from the licence fee freeze instituted by the outgoing government, which has caused a lot of the BBC to scale back operations, a fair amount of which has hit children's television the hardest. We're also hearing rumours of the BBC organising a national final for the main contest next year, which might very well have given them the financial choice of Junior Eurovision participation or national final. I'm sure the true reasons will come to light eventually, but for now, it's bye-bye to the United Kingdom after their very successful 2-year run.
While nothing's set in stone, and both the new returnees as well as the veterans of the stage can positively surprise us in many ways, this lineup feels like a step down. But we'll have to wait and see what this season of Junior Eurovision really has in store. And it's coming soon, with Polish national selections starting on Sunday and Albania already announcing their national final for September 27th. Not to mention the ongoing Dutch selection. So the new Junior Eurovision season is upon us. Let's rejoice. Soon we will have much more to say about it.
Don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, or wherever else you get your podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube and share your thoughts with a comment.
But until then, goodbye and please keep voting for the music.
Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast, is produced by Benjamin Windibank and Tadeusz Cisłak. The theme music was produced by Joe Telt and Benjamin Windibank, based upon a composition by Michael Nekrasov. Thank you for listening, and remember to vote for the music.